Namaste. Welcome to your stretch for the Anahata chakra set of practices. So you're going to need, if you have a rolled up blanket, just a small length like that that's going to go under the spine for one of our stretches. So you might be using that, or you'll be using a brick. So it depends on how your back is, how open your spine is, as to what height you're going to want underneath your spine. You'll see when we get to the actual practice. So if you do have, we only need one brick for this stretch, so if you have a brick, have that with you, and then your rolled up blanket just in case you're going to use that instead of the brick. There is going to be one stretch that we're going to do where you do really need a brick, so if you don't have one, I'll give you an alternative there instead. Okay, so come and lie down on your backs, bring your knees into your chest, cross your right ankle over your left, and just give your knees a squeeze in towards you. Deep breath in through the nose, long breath out through the mouth. A couple more breaths. Switch the crossover of the ankles and keep breathing, and really focus your awareness on the center of the chest and the upper back, that space in between the shoulder blades. So the physical part of the Anahata chakra, where the Anahata chakra governs the physical body. Feel the breath expanding into the upper back and into the chest as you breathe in. Relax the shoulders and the face as you breathe out. One more breath. And then just uncross the ankles, keeping the right knee, and stretch out your left leg, squeezing that right knee in towards you, pushing the left heel down and away. Circle around the right ankle. Change direction. And relax the foot. Just bring your hands around the back of the thigh, and we're just going to stretch and bend the leg a few times. Stretch and bend, just waking up the hamstrings. You may want to use a yoga strap in a moment, or a belt, or a tie or scarf or something to put over your foot. So after a few more of these stretching up and down, we're going to stay up, grab the strap now and place it over the right foot, stretching the leg up. If you don't have a strap, you're going to keep your hands behind your thigh. Maybe you can move your hands up around the calf, or maybe you can hold your foot. Wherever you are, don't worry about the depth of the stretch, just focus on maintaining your breath and that feeling of filling up the heart center as you breathe in. Letting go of any negative thoughts that may be popping into your head as you breathe out. Let that go. Another 5 deep breaths here. Feel free to move every few breaths and just find a deeper place in your stretch. You may get to a spot where you just feel it's really deep and you need to stay there for the rest of the time. But if it feels pretty comfortable, I suggest you move around and find where the discomfort is, find where you really need to be working on to release those niggles, those tensions held. Last couple of breaths. And then let's come to half happy baby. So bending the knee, take the instep of the right foot, or hold both sides of your strap if you're using a strap, and pull the knee towards the floor by the right shoulder, right armpit, securing the left hip down onto the ground. So really this is our daily stretch. These stretches that I always incorporate into the practice are maintaining a healthy lower back, hips, shoulders and neck. One more breath. And then releasing, bring that leg across and go into spinal twist. So really standard stretches that we all need to be doing every day. I know if I wasn't doing these every day, my body would be screaming at me. Feel the breath expanding in your rib cage. Might get a few little clicks in the spine. It's always good. Okay, and then come back to center, squeeze that knee in, pull it in, press your shoulder blades to the ground. Often when we're here, we squeeze those shoulders up, so we're really focusing on opening around the heart space today, the chest area. So really try to stay broad across the collarbones. And then let's switch, left knee in, right leg stretches out. Again, just check your shoulders, squeeze that left knee in, circle the ankle round a few times. Relax the foot, and then hands to the back of the thigh, stretch and bend. Keep going, a few more. Just nice to give the hamstrings a little bit of a warm through before we go into the stretch. Just ease you a little bit more gently into the stretch, because it's quite an intense stretch, especially if you do have tight hamstrings and you're not used to doing this. So you're going to stretch and hold. Either grab whatever equipment you have, put it around your foot, could be a towel, could be a scarf, or you hold the back of your thigh or you hold your calf or your foot, whatever you can reach without shoulders tensing up. Breathe. Deep inhale, long exhale. Shoulders relaxing, just really tuning into whatever's going on in that leg, whatever's going on in the back of that leg, and knowing that the deeper you breathe in to that discomfort, the more that will release from the body. So try not to avoid it, try not to move out of it, stay with the discomfort, stay there, stay focused and breathe into it, breathe it away. And then as soon as it starts to get comfortable, just try moving the leg a little and find some more discomfort. Just always refining and exploring the stretch, so it never gets boring. It's never the same each time you do it. Last couple of breaths here. Shoulders relaxed, face relaxed. They creep up without us noticing, so really just keep checking in with them. Good, they come to half happy baby, bend the knee down, grab hold of the instep of the left foot, pull the knee down towards the floor by the left shoulder, keep the back of that right hip firmly down. Soften the ribs in, you can feel mine wanting to poke out there, just let them soften down, soften in the heart, stay broad across the shoulders. You have different parts of the body suddenly tense up or go into a bad habit as soon as they feel challenged, as soon as part of the body feels challenged. One more breath. And then we'll go to the spinal twist, so roll the leg across. Left shoulder stays on the ground. Breathe. And breathing into the rib cage. One more breath, and bring it back to the center. Squeeze the knee in and release. Let's take a full stretch. Lengthen, inhale. You can arch the upper back away from the ground if that feels good in your body, and exhale, let go, relax. And bending your knees, roll over to one side and press up. And we're going to come forwards onto the hands and knees, and then just lower down into Sphinx pose. So elbows slightly forwards of the shoulders, firm the legs up, and just a very light press away with the floor. So use your forearms to press the floor away. Look forwards, keep the legs strong, engage the glutes and feel the tailbone pressing down towards the floor, so get that little bit of extra space in the lumbar spine, in the lower spine. Still feeling the whole rib cage filling up as you breathe in, the chest, the upper back, the waist. One more breath. Just letting the thoracic spine open, so the thoracic spine runs through the rib cage from your waist up towards the area of the collarbone. One more breath. And release, coming down. And we're going to come into a shoulder opener. So just bring the right arm out to the side, the elbows just slightly higher down the shoulder, and the elbow is bent. So making a kind of 90-degree angle with that arm. Your left hand, I'll show you with my right hand, your left hand's going to be here in Cobra. And from there, we're going to roll onto our right side. So I'm going to turn my back to you. And you're going to roll onto your right side as far as feels okay for you. Now I actually get a really nice hip flexor stretch here as well. Keeping that left leg straight and pushing down and out through the left heel. Gives you a little bit of release through the left side and the left hip flexor. You're also going to feel a stretch in the right shoulder, right armpit. Chin slightly tucked towards the chest. Breathe in, breathe out. Release, come back to center and bring that arm in, and we're going to go on to the other side. So I'm just going to turn slightly so I can fit in. So we're going to bring the left arm out, elbow slightly above the elbow. It's almost a 90-degree angle with the arm. Right hand's in Cobra position, and you're going to roll it over. Keep your head on the ground. Roll it over onto the left side and breathe there. If you feel it in your lower back, you just need to tuck your tailbone down a little bit. Get some space in the lumbar spine again. relax your jaw. Couple more breaths. And release, come back to center. Good, so just bring your arms by the sides of the body and just let that stretch settle into the body for a moment. Let your shoulders roll forwards, turn your head to one side and take a few breaths. And turn your head to the other side. And then turn your head to center and place your hands into Cobra by the side of the chest. Before you press up, roll back the shoulders, roll them up and down the back so you feel the shoulder blades drawing down. Keep that positioning as you press up as far as feels okay for you in this moment. Glutes are engaged, shoulders dropping down. Look forwards. Feel the pubic bone stays down on the ground. One more breath. And release, lower down. Good. We're going to push up and come onto our hands and knees. And we're going to take either a brick or a rolled up blanket. So we're going to take a heart opening restorative pose now. We're going to be opening up the area of the thoracic spine. So we're going to place the brick or the blanket down on the mat where our thoracic spine is. So you're going to want it just kind of below, just kind of around where your bra strap is and up with the brick. With the blanket, it may be that it comes a little bit further down towards your waist, depending on the length of the blanket. So I'm going to place my brick. You can have it on this high level, or you can put it down on a lower level, okay? Or you're going to have your blanket, nice soft blanket rolled up. So do what's right for your back. If you have any lower back issues, you may want to keep with a blanket for this stretch. So I'm going to place the brick, and then I'm going to try to lay back so just below my bra strap comes onto the bottom part of the brick. And then you're going to feel the brick going between your shoulder blades, or the blanket's going to go between your shoulder blades as you lay back. I'm just going to bring it down a little bit. So you've got to find it. We're all different lengths and sizes, so you just got to find where it works for you. Okay, and I'm going to take the head back, and you'll know if the brick's too much, go down to a blanket or a rolled up towel or anything you have. Okay, so we want to feel we're opening up this space of the chest, the fronts of the ribs, and you feel a little bit of a kind of massage happening. If you're using a brick especially, a little bit of a massage happening between the shoulder blades. If it's problematic in your neck, again, go with a blanket or a towel. Don't push it too much. You're still going to get a beautiful release and opening in that part of the spine. So once you're there, you can see I've got my soles of my feet together and knees open. And we're just going to be here for a few minutes. Close your eyes. And you can either have your arms out by your side or a little bit further up. If you really want to go a bit deeper into opening up the shoulders as well, you can take your arms back behind you in a diamond shape. So sometimes I like to have my arms back here for a little while and then bring them down again by my side. So just play around with it. Again, once you get into a pose, you don't have to be completely static and stuck there. Feel free to explore and experiment and move around a little bit, all whilst listening to your body. Now close your eyes and really go into your breath. Experiencing that deep fluid movement in the rib cage. Another minute or so here. If you feel it's getting tough in the legs, you could always put a little bit of padding underneath your thighs as well, or you can bend your knees back up and just have the knees together and the feet a little bit apart. Okay, we're slowly going to come out of this, so let's first of all move the legs if you haven't already. Bring your knees back up, soles of the feet down on the ground, and then the best way to come out of it is to roll off to one side. Rolling off to one side and move your brick or your blanket out of the way, and you can come and lie flat on your back and just take a moment to experience the sensation in the back, release in the back. Soles of the feet on the ground. You may feel a little bit more spacious in that area from the waist up to the shoulders. So we're now going to use the brick again. If you don't have a brick, you're going to use your hands, and we're coming into supported bridge. So again, a lovely heart opening practice. Reach down through your feet. You can go whatever level works for you. So if you can, get up onto the top level of the brick. If not, 2 bricks, one on top of the other this way. Should be good. Okay, or lower if you need to. So we're going to lift the hips up, place the brick under the sacrum. I always come onto the balls of my feet to go up. You may find that useful. You might not need to. And then once settled in, get your feet, your heels down, and your hands on your hips. So if you are not using a brick, if you don't have a brick, you're going to have your hands on your hips, somewhere that feels comfortable in your wrists. Okay, and maybe you need to come out a little bit sooner than we do from the supported bridge. So aim for 10 breaths if you're using your hands, and when you need to come down, slowly come down and hug your knees to your chest. So those of us in supported bridge, we're going to be here for a couple of minutes. So settle in. Breathing in, here's the yogi dog. Breathing in to your chest, to your heart center. Breathing out to let go any negative stuff that may be holding you back. And close your eyes if you're comfortable. Try not to lose the stability in the legs. Don't let the knees drop out like this or anything. Root through your feet. Last few moments here. Enjoy the breath. Now we're going to come out slowly. So, I'm going to lift up. I'm going to come onto the balls of the feet again. Squeeze the glutes and lift your hips. And just move the brick down onto a lower level. And bring your hips down onto the brick. And just be there for a moment. And then move the brick all the way out to the side. And let's hug. Let's just bring the hips down first and take a moment again to observe the sensation in the back of the body. Often feels like you're kind of held by the earth as you come back down to the ground. Like you're almost releasing down a little bit deeper past the ground that you're on. Now let's slowly bring the knees in to the chest. One knee in, then the other knee in. Give them a squeeze. And we're going to finish with a twist. So once you've had a nice stretch with the knees to the chest, you can take your legs over to the right and rest them down on the floor. Bring your right hand on top of the left thigh or knee and reach your left arm out to the left side. Breathe there. And exhale, lift your legs through the center. Take it onto the other side. Let the legs go over. Open your right arm out to the side. Left hand is on the left thigh or knee. Jaw relaxed, shoulders relaxed. And exhale, come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. Squeeze them in. And release your feet down. Stretch your legs out. Reach back with your arms. Inhale. And exhale, relax. Bend your knees in. Roll to your right side. Pressing up to sit. Hey, Ronnie. Come and sit up. Just cross your legs for a moment. Bring your palms together, hands to your heart. And just take a moment to bring into mind something you are truly grateful for today. Om Shanti, 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Namaste.